Lights, camera, action.
Say that again.
Lights, camera, action.
See, he does that so well because he's a director. Yes, this is Craig SAAVEDRA, and we are here at the GAIA Film Festival. We just got through watching his wonderful film, Sherman's Way. I loved it. I was touched and moved.
Did you see? Oh, that's wonderful.
I was in there watching.
You're the one in the audience with the radiant glow around you.
That was me. You're so sweet.
Well, we had a lot of fun.
Tell us about the journey, the spiritual journey of the making of the movie.
Well, that's a great question, Tamara. Actually, my son's adopted, so it was largely inspired by surrogate fatherhood and exploring the dynamic between those that have a dad in their lives and those that don't. So damaged sons and absent fathers was a theme that was very important from day one, and I just wanted to make sure it was funny. So we decided to do a comedy.
Now, while you were out fishing, I made a few adjustments to the schedule.
Yeah, I'm from the get-it-done school. I don't really like to meet about it or have a meeting about the meeting about it and then meet about what we met about. Why don't we just roll our sleeves up and get it done? Look, Sherman, I don't know how it works there in New York City, but the hitchhiker don't usually make demands on a destination.
Sherman?
Sherman?
Sherman! 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 Sherman!
Sherman.
Sherman?
Sheldon?
Sherman.
Yes, Sherman.
Now, speaking of the GAIA Film Festival and spiritual films, do you say that you are like in the niche of, are you a spiritual director?
Well, you know, it's funny because I really thought when I arrived here yesterday that my film was way out of place here because all these other films were so intelligent and dealing with the things of the conscious and the spiritual, and I just was trying to make people laugh.
And so along your journey as a filmmaker, when you think over, what are some of the moments in life that have grabbed you when you realized that God was smiling down at you and you felt the synchronicities of life and the planets were aligning, and anything coming forward for you right now?
Yeah, that's a great question. The very fact that we are so fortunate, I think, particularly in this country, where we are able to achieve whatever we set our mind to. And I was raised in a very spiritual family, and as much as you try to run from it, you can't. And the fact that I'm doing what I've wanted to do since I was 10 years old, I knew I wanted to direct movies since I was 10. And the fact that I'm able to do it and make a decent living at it is such a blessing.
This movie is scientific proof that we're living in a conscious universe and that water has memory. It records everything that's going on around it. You can restructure it and drink restructured water to holistically help heal your body, and ultimately to restructure water to reclaim environmentally polluted waterways. So I'm really excited, and I hope they enjoy the film here.
Well, we're very excited too here at In with Tamara Henry, because we are spiritual film festivals is what we're all about. And GAIA Film Festival, aren't we excited and blessed to have the GAIA Film Festival, which I understand is 2 festivals in one, the Festival by the Sea and the Inspiration Film Fest. So what a blessing to have such a deep, spiritual, meaningful film here in a wonderful spiritual place and at a beautiful festival called GAIA. What does GAIA mean?
Well, GAIA is the earth energy. And actually, physicists at Princeton University, the same university where Professor John Nash, the movie Beautiful Mind, and Einstein rode his bicycle and taught, at this university they've now measured the aura of the earth. And with real technology, and they've been doing this for 20 years, and I got an interview with the director of what's called the Global Consciousness Project, which is GAIA.
And I'm so glad to be talking to David, because if you have any deep questions about anything consciousness, anything earth energy, I think you're going to be the guy that have the answer here at the festival. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be doing question and answer after the film, so as deep as you want to go. I don't know how far down the rabbit hole they say you want to go, but I can take you there, so we'll see.
You're an environmental attorney, environmental lawyer, is that right?
That's right, and I've worked with water issues as well.
Because tonight the movie's about water, right?
This is the movie night for water. This is when Boulder learns a little bit more about how to protect and preserve and maintain and keep drinking healthy, wonderful water. Now, when you get tap water, sometimes you're dealing with pharmaceutical drug waste and you're dealing with fertilizer waste, which they call fluoride in so many cities. And
All that Prozac that America's taken is ending up in our tap water, right?
I know. Do you think it helps or hurts our psyche?
No wonder we're crazy these days, right? Roger Wolsey, who's actually a local from Boulder, Colorado. Tell us, Boulder, Colorado is a pretty spiritual town, isn't it? Why is that?
Well, part of it has to do with geography. It is clearly a blessed place geographically with the mountains, beautiful sunrises and sunsets every day, but it attracts people who I think are seekers and who are maybe more open-minded and have explored and want to try new things. And it really is a hotbed for spiritual activity since maybe the 50s, I think.
Wow, yeah, I can only think of like one other place, like Austin, Texas is another hot spot, right?
Right, exactly.
So I saw you earlier today at the airport when I got off the plane. I came in from Los Angeles.
Did you know?
You were holding up the GAIA Film Festival sign, and I was like, oh, he's here to give me a ride to my hotel. But no, it was not. He was here for Michael Garuzian, the filmmaker.
I know,
oh,
I know.
come on.
So horrible, isn't it?
So how was he when you drove him in your limousine?
It was excellent. Very good conversation.
Oh, I bet you did. You had like 45 minutes with Michael Garuzian trapped in the car. What'd you talk about? So is he here tonight? You know, I'm gonna eventually get to interview him.
I have seen him.
Is he in the house? Is Michael Garuzian in the house?
He is in the house.
Now, I've been following you in the Kirk Douglas movie, Illusions, and then the Louise Hay film, You Can Heal Your Life. And
which I actually, that I did with Gay Hendricks as well.
okay, so you and Gay Hendricks are like this. Like for me, I feel like I'm the only one here on the forefront of spiritual reporting. So it is kind of small right now, but I think it's growing, and we're pioneers on the forefront. So here we are. You're doing it, and I'm interviewing you, and probably in a few years there's going to be hundreds of you and hundreds of me. And
yes, but we'll remember each other 5 years from now when we're winning Oscars.